this one, I'm going to do it. Morning, my friends. Good day. Christmas approaching, where I'm in a great mood. I love Christmas, my favorite time of the year. Love Christmas. Love it. I'm like a kid during Christmas. Yeah. But I want to talk about the politics of Jamaica. Feel free to join me in this discussion. Now, the JLP is in its second term, right? Second consecutive term, right? The JLP hasn't had a second term since the 1960s, right? And our great Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, led the JLP to a historic second term on September 3, 2020. And listen, I am a responsible human being. I believe in responsibility and I believe in accountability. They both go hand in hand. Responsibility and accountability go hand in hand, right? So I believe that people take responsibility for their actions, right? And don't blame somebody else, right? So my generation is a generation of responsibility. This generation is a generation of irresponsibility. Trying to be fair here, right? Is a generation of irresponsibility, right? They don't want to take responsibility for nothing, right? They want everything free, or if not free, near free, if there's such a term, or somebody is paying for it, something like that. So, but we have a freeness mentality in Jamaica. We do, right? We have a freeness mentality in Jamaica, right? And that freeness mentality goes back to its genesis of the 1970s. That freeness mentality, right? It goes back to that period. Whether you want to agree with me or not, that's a fact. That is a fact, right? As God is my witness, that's a fact. As God is my witness, that's a fact. The freeness mentality started under Michael Manley. Believe you me, I saw it firsthand with my two eyes. I saw it. I was a kid, but I saw it. Now, bear with me a little bit. Go back to the 1960s, right? Okay. The 1960s was when the industrialization of Jamaica began under Sir Alexander Bustamante, then under Donald Sangster, which never lived long enough when he became Prime Minister, and then under the great Ulasan Shearer, right? I mean, we were having growth like never before. We were having massive economic growth, my friend. Just coming away from British rule, right? If you have been under British rule for centuries, and you break away and now become independent, you think everything is going to be yoki pokey? No, my friend. It's impossible. Everything wasn't going to be hokey pokey just coming out from British rule. It wasn't going to be yoki pokey, no, right? And so the JLP set out to create a Jamaica that was going to be industrialized, first world, and Pearle of the Caribbean, right? Bear with me here, right? It was going to be the Pearle of the Caribbean, right? And the JLP had a 20-year plan called, I forgot the name of the plan, industrialization, something. I have to look it up. Great Industry and Commerce Minister, I think, Linda Newland, at the time, I think. Don't hold me on that, right? So we were having massive economic GDP growth. By 71, we were having 11.5% GDP growth. By 1970 to 71, Jamaica was experiencing up to 11.5 GDP growth. There's no country in the world that has ever had that. If there is, share it with me, please. I want to see that statistic, right? We were having 11.5 GDP percent growth, right? For a country coming out of independence, coming from under British rule in 1962. Everything was not going to be hokey pokey. But we were on the right track. We were on the right track economically, as God is my living witness. No demon on earth can tell me that Jamaica was not on the right track. I bet my life on it. It was on the right track. Try to be respectful and tone it down a little bit, but I'm going to be passionate in my advocacy for a third JLP term. Right? We were on the right track. The right track, my friend. If you think I'm lying, go ask Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore. Don't take it from me. Go ask Lee Kuan Yew. You know who Lee Kuan Yew is? The former president of Singapore. The father of Singapore. That great nation in Asia. That great industrialized first world nation called Singapore. Singapore was like a banana republic in the 1960s. But nothing was going on for them. We were ahead of Singapore at the time. Could somebody correct me if I'm wrong? Please, correct me if I'm wrong. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Paulette, correct me if I'm wrong. We were better off than Singapore in the 1960s, my friends. Better than Singapore. And guess who was the Prime Minister at the time? Ulysses Shearer. And guess which party was in office at the time? The Great Jamaica Labour Party, the JLP. Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew came here and he was impressed. Came to Jamaica and he was impressed. He said, wow, what are you guys doing? You guys are amazing. My God, you guys are amazing. What a country Jamaica was. What are you guys doing to make this country so great? We told him, Ulysses Shearer, and we told him, and he said, wow, I got to go back to my country and I got to do exactly what Jamaica's doing. Exactly what Jamaica's doing. And Lee Kuan Yew went back to his country and transformed Singapore into one of the 4 tigers of Asia, which includes South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, and at the time, Hong Kong. Lee Kuan Yew went back to Singapore and blew past us. He turned Singapore into a first world industrialized nation. Where did he get that model from? Jamaica model in the 1960s. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong here. Because I know I'm right. I did my studies. I looked it up. I saw. I know I'm right. Guess who came along? Guess who came along, my friend? You better want to guess? Of course, They were going to be, and I dare anybody to challenge me. Come and challenge me. Let's have a discussion, my friend. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it, right? Again, we were just coming away from British rule. 8 years into independence. We were doing great. Now, poverty was not going to be solved overnight. Everything was not going to be hokey pokey overnight. But here comes Michael Manley in the 1970s, 60s, 90s, took over as PNP president, and oh boy, this poverty, boy, we got too much poverty. We got this, we got that, we got this, we got. Now, to build a country, you have to set the economy right first. Why? I'm talking economics here, my friend. I'm talking economics here. I know what I'm talking about. In order to build a country, you have to get the economy right. When you get it right, then you deal with other little stuff, social issues, this, that, and the other. That's what the JLP is doing now. Right? So, we did it. Ulas and Shearer did it. Now we're going to focus on the social issues. Right? Because we got the money to pay for it. Here comes Michael Manley, fooling the people. That, oh, the country's in bad shape. Oh, poor people don't have this. Poor people don't have that. Oh. Con the people. And the masses rose up and voted for him. Throw out you, Shearer, and the JLP. Throw them out. His slogan, better must come. Better must come. Power for the people. And the people believed him and vote and gave him a chance. And what happened, my friends? What happened? We had 8 years of economic disaster, bankruptcy, high cost of living. Unemployment was 25%. Nobody's working. Everybody getting everything free. Nobody's working. Everybody getting everything free. Free education. We don't got the money to pay for free education. How can a poor country pay for free education? You tell me. Is that possible? No, it's not possible. Economically, it's not possible. It was not sustainable, my friends. Couldn't work. So, here comes democratic socialism. They redeclared it in 1974, because it was declared by Norman Manley in 1940. But Michael Manley declared it again in 1974. And it destroyed Jamaica from top to bottom, bro. Believe you me, bro. Lee Kuan Yew came back and said, the Jamaica I saw in 1960s is not the Jamaica now. Right? He said, what happened? What a mess he saw. He said, my God, I'm embarrassed. I went back and transformed my country, Singapore, into a first world country. And look what I came back and saw. A banana republic, Jamaica. He said, what's going on? He's embarrassed. He said, whoa, what's going on, my friends? This is not the Jamaica I saw in the 1960s when I came here. It's a mess. And Michael Manley was Prime Minister. I mean, no other Prime Minister has gotten that loved and admiration like Michael Manley. The people of Jamaica loved him. And if he used that love he had and just do better, I mean, you want to do better than your predecessor. as God is my witness, Michael Manley did not do better than Ulas and Shearer. He never did. Never did. Never did. Never did. Never did. He destroyed the country. Yes, he did. He set us back. Michael Manley set us back 30 years. 30 years he set us back. And we're still paying the price for his recklessness and foolish policies. We are paying the price for it, sir. We are. Did he do some good? Yes. I didn't say the guy didn't do any good. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. Some of the laws he passed were necessary. You know what I mean? Equal pay for women. Blah, 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 blah. Bastard law. But the JLP was going to do it anyway under Ulas and Shearer. They were in the pipeline. I mean, the Bastard Act law. Equal pay for women. Yeah, necessary laws. Necessary laws. I agree, my friends. I agree. But he destroyed the country. He destroyed it. Right? We didn't have any net international reserves. The Bank of Jamaica was broke. No foreign exchange. Nothing. Nothing. You can't run a country like that. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? We can't run a country like that. Strikes everywhere. Water lock off every day. Power outages every day. We couldn't pay civil servants. We had to go to the IMF to get money to pay civil servants. We couldn't do it. Broke. The country was broke. God is my witness. Go look it up. It's there. Now, the freeness mentality started under Michael Manley. He did. I saw people getting paid for not doing anything. I saw my own eyes. Projects that were supposed to take 5 years, 3 years, was going on forever. Couldn't done. Got man come to work, smoke spliff, get paid. I saw it in Falmouth. And that is why Ted Ogilvy was killed, because there was a McGregor project going on in Kingston that he saw people, the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Housing, Ted Ogilvy. He's from Trelawney, Falmouth. And he saw the waste, men getting paid for that New Guinea, come sitting in a corner getting paid. And he said, hey, we got to stop this. And he put a stop to it. And next day, he was killed. Right in front of his gate at his home. And his son saw it. He was killed. Rumor had it was either George Flash or Tony Brown. One of those two people. He was killed. Right? Now, the freeness mentality started from the 1970s. And to be honest with you, it continued to a lesser extent under Edward Seaga in the 1980s. I saw that too. You know what I mean? I saw it too. But Edward Seaga did a great job in restoring Jamaica. Great job in restoring Jamaica. But he should have got rid of the pork and all that nonsense. But he never did. He never did. Right? And we had 18 uninterrupted years under the PNP. 18 straight run. 18 plus 4, that's 22. My God. If somebody gives me 18 years of anything, I swear on my life, I'm going to turn it around for the better. It's going to be perfect. You give me 18 years to run a company, it's going to be the best company in the world. The best. And the PNP got 18 years of running Jamaica. And my friends, be honest with me. Any PNP, any JLP, any independent, be honest with me. 18 years the PNP ran Jamaica for. And Jamaica still a third world country. Still not industrialized. Still not a first world country. Still economically poor. Don't you see something is wrong with that, my friend? If you hire a manager to run your company for 18 years and him left it the same way I'm get it, what you would have say? You don't fire him backside? Wouldn't you fire them? Wouldn't you fire the Joker? And you expect that they got 22 years and they want to come back to do what? What do they want to come back and do? And no country can solve poverty in 8 years. You're so right, Chris. No country can do that. You got these 4 terms. 3-4 terms. Yeah. 18 years. Plus 22 years. They destroyed the financial sector in the 1990s. Destroyed it. Dr. Omar Davis destroyed it. People committed suicide, all kinds of stuff. Destroyed it. Wiped it out. Wipe it out. Right? And I heard the PNP talking about the health sector. Bruh, I just want to know something. Did we not have bed shortages in Jamaica during the PNP? Did we have a first-rate health system under the PNP? And the hospitals were spanky, hanky, okay? Did we? The answer is no. No. So, tell me, when did we have a first-rate health system in Jamaica and the hospitals were hanky-panky? Tell me when. And this is a different world. But it wasn't under the PNP in the 18 years, 22 years. It wasn't. Man, sorry. So tell me when, because maybe I am missing something here, because I don't know when it was. Come on. The hospitals in Jamaica are not the best in the world, but they're better than it was, but they're better than they were before. Health system is much better. Not where we want it to be, I agree. But don't throw stones while you live in glass house, PNP. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Can I remind you? People sleep in the hallway in America, which is a first world country. They sleep in the hallways. Yes, I've seen it. People sleep in hallways in hospitals in the United States of America, right here in the most wealthiest country on earth. America, they do. So local Jamaica, it happened. Calm down. Calm down, my friends. Calm down. It ain't that bad. It happens here in America. Yeah. Come on. Give the man a break. He's doing his best. I mean, the JLP is giving us economic growth. There's development taking place all over the country. All over the country. There is no development happening on the PNP. None. 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 None that I know of. Right? Why are people asking for water now? Why are people asking for these stuff? Because the PNP never gave them. It's simple. They never gave them. 18 years, 22 years of governance, every community should have had water. Every community should have had electricity. Every road should have fixed. Everything should have fixed in 22 years. No government get 22 years unless it's a communist government. No democratic country had a government that is ruling the country for 22 years. None. Unless it's Russia, Cuba, Venezuela, are those communist countries. So for a country to have a party that runs the country for 22 years, 4 elections, that's rare. Very rare in a democratic country. Very rare. And what did they do? What did they do? Huh? And they build a country. Forget that you're a PNP and JLP right now. Be fair. Be fair, my friends. For 22 years, the PNP ran Jamaica, and the country was still in a mess. Still poor. Still struggling. You got 22 years, everything should have been hanky-panky okay. Everything should have been hanky-panky okay. I'm just being fair. Just being fair. Not trying to be political here, I'm being fair. So now the JLP has gotten the country economically on track. I'm not going to curse the Jamaican people. I respect them. I love them, I respect them. So I'm going to be respectful here. The people of Jamaica don't seem to know don't seem to know what economic growth and development is. They don't know. No, they don't. They haven't a clue. It takes a set of intelligence, a level of intelligence and education to appreciate economic growth and development. It does. It really does. And so the people of Jamaica, in my view, seems to only want to give them roads and water. I don't know if it's even that deal. I just think they just want to hustle. A little hustling here and there and they're fine. You know what I mean? They don't seem to want, I would say, economic progress for themselves and their families. They just want to get along, little hustling here, there, and there, and you know, they're fine. This is my observation. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's what I realized, right? And so you juke them with economic progress, you juke them with growth and development, and they just don't care. They're just like, you know, they want. I mean, crime is a problem in Jamaica too. Don't get me wrong, it is. It has always been. Always been. If we get that crime thing under control, boy, it would be so great. Right? But I believe the JLP deserve a third term. I believe they do. To continue the great economic transformation of Jamaica, which is badly overdue. Badly overdue, my friend. Well overdue. We need it. And Andrew Holness is doing a great job. Can't build a country in 8 years. You need more time. The only party I see had that opportunity to build a great country in 18 years plus 4, that's 22 years, was the PNP. God, my God. 22 years is a lot to do. It's a lot to do a lot of great things. Great things. Great things. I mean, PJ Patterson should be ashamed of himself. He was Prime Minister for 3 terms. 12 of the 18 years, something like that. What's his legacy? I mean, come on, Mr. Patterson, come on. You come on. You didn't leave a better Jamaica. A Jamaica that you could say, oh boy, I'm proud of this, you know, this is my economic legacy. Boy, you just didn't make an impact. Never did. You just never did. I don't see it. Does anybody see it? Do you guys see it? It's not there. When Portia came in, what did she do? I mean, if you transform Jamaica into a first world country, I don't even know if the people would even know whether it's a first world country or not. And I'm going to talk about the media now and the intellectuals. They're so dishonest to the core. I don't know what the media want. Media is plural. I don't know what the media want. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying the media should be biased, but tout the great achievements of this government. Please do. You don't do it. They don't do it. They don't. They're busy propping up the PNP to come back because they love socialism. They're busy propping up the PNP to come back. Right? The intellectuals at the University of the Institute of Lower Learning, the intellectual ghetto up there at Mona. Right? You watch the TV, you see these D-grade political analysts, both men and women. You look at them, you're like, these guys were just born. They're just born the other day. And they're going to tell you, me and you about politics. My God, are you kidding me? What do they know about politics? Nothing. Nothing. You look at CNN, you look at the TV, it's like, really? These guys are political analysts and economists. What do they know? Nothing. They know how to wipe the PNP, whatever, trying to be respectful. Right? And the ones we had before who are experienced are so dishonest in their analysis. I don't know what, I mean, you gotta be able to be, if something good is happening, say something good is happening. You know, a lot of the people in Jamaica don't want to work. You know that. You bring the work to them, they don't want it. You know. They don't want work. They want to hustle. They rather hustle than work. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. The economy of Jamaica has never been better. It's never been better. Never. And I've never seen it better the way it is right now. Yeah. Was it better under the PNP? For sure it wasn't. Not that I know of. No? My friends, I just got to get this off my chest early Sunday morning. You know what I mean? Drinking my coffee. I just got to get it off my chest. Have yourself a good day, my friend. Good week. And let's keep it going. Let's root for the JLP so they can have a third term. Right? My next video, I'll talk about some of the internal things in the JLP, what the JLP needs to do to secure a third term. Because we have a lot of lazy MPs and ministers in the JLP. A lot. And I'm afraid they're going to bring the Prime Minister and the party down. I'm afraid. Yeah. A lot of them need to go. I don't know if it's too late to let them go. But a lot of them are just dead weight. Dead weight. Believe you me. Have a good day, my friends.